So the post office was a riot. I don't know how they get away with it over there, but when you come in there, they got the music screaming, and they're jamming back there, I guess, working on that mail. But it's a shame that they can't get the mail delivered in time. This is one of the worst post offices in the world. Destin Post Office. Oh, they're terrible. My dad used to say to me, I used to know all the words to all the songs and everything. He said, well, if you knew your homework like that, yeah. So if you could do your job like that, right? So it's 79 degrees only because it's been raining. And the tourists suck. Ooh! The tourists suck. God, they're terrible. Go back to where you came from, please. So, everybody's waiting to go. Probably because some stupid tourists sitting there texting away or talking on the phone. That's what they do. Let me escape from here. About halfway through. Oddly enough, it's not too bad. I wish there had been earlier. But I had to do some things before I head on through. So I've got to do some more donations today. Couldn't do any yesterday because it was Sunday. So I got a box ready to take down. Then I'm going to try to get this other unit emptied out today so I can get that over with. Another auction this week. I don't know if I'm going to attend or not. I really hate to because this is taking so long. If that had more time, I would have made a whole bunch more money on these units, but I can't sit around with it. And I make real well on the tax write-off, so a couple of these units were an extreme amount of work, but those units were worth it, though. I mean, I made a ton of money off them. Made my money back several times over. I mean, I'm one of these that's used to making 6 figures a year. It's nothing less. And the pandemic has really hurt me. They're in line at the donut hole again. And extremely bad. Just like everybody else. No different than anybody else. It's hurt us all. So I'm really struggling to get back up on top. And the bad part is not being able to sell in person, which I'm so used to, delivering and fitting and all that. I'm going to wait a little bit longer for that before I attempt that. So I'm really concentrating on this online thing, which really sucks because for me, I just don't sell as much online as I do in person. So, I'm used to making a huge amount of money. $100 an hour overall, yearly average. But, not now. And then I'm involved in another business that I have an option to go open some new locations and that anytime I want. I just haven't had the time to fool with it because I'm trying to concentrate on my own stuff first. Because 1, it would save me on storages if I can get this stock moved out. I'm not really interested in opening a retail store. I'm considering it. Right now I'm working on some office space, temporary office space in the meantime because of the weather. It's just too hard to work in the heat. So, that's the master plan so far. Come on, tourists, stop the clowning. Oh my gosh. Get me out of here. I got to go 5 miles over the speed limit to get away from this mess. Yay, we're hitting the bridge. Da-da-da. Few people out of Crab Island today. It's not a good day, especially with the slides. Are you crazy? Look at the slide boats out there in the water. Don't go near the beaches if it's raining. With lightning, I saw somebody posted something on TikTok yesterday about, I love to go to the beach when it rains. Are you stupid? I love to commit suicide, hand me a knife. Really? Oh my gosh. So, somebody got whacked with a shark in the area again. At a beach. Do not swim in anything that begins with Dustin. And do not swim, there are people fishing. Because you will be mistaken for bait. I did manage to get a Starbucks Frappuccino on the 2 for $5 at the Dollar General in Destin because they seem to be the only one that has any. I don't know what's going on with that. The Walmarts don't have any. The other Dollar Generals don't have any. And apparently it's a Coke product, so it's supposed to be delivered by Coke. And you know they're never going to run out of Coke. So why don't they stock the Frappuccinos? They're running. Daddy used to run every day, every morning. He was former military. And I'll never forget when we were in school. He'd run one morning and they didn't find him for a while. His wife was always drunk. And he'd come in from an early morning run and collapsed in the kitchen and died. So sad. Like a 4 or 5 star dinner. Really nice man, too. But her mother stayed so damn drunk 24 hours a day. She, like, lived in the bed. She just never wanted to get out. And her husband was a nice-looking man. Real good shape. They had money. Gosh, they had money. City Club in Marina Del Rey. So we're gonna have a little bit of rain here and there today. Maybe it'll keep it cool. There's some dumb tourists from Indiana who don't understand you can't park in an emergency lane to go to the beach. Come on, we'll just park here and go to the beach. No, you won't, and it tells you. No parking. For some reason I think that's parking spots over there. It's not. There's a free beach just on the other side of this one here to the right. At the park, Marlar Park. Write it down. I'll be paying 20 a day over here at this one. Never used to be 20 a day though. There used to be an old boondocker beach too. All the taxi people, everybody used to boondock over there. Too terrible hot last night. I was at a good location with a lot of wind, which was nice, next to the ocean. So I didn't think I was going to make it through in a few hours, but I did because it was excellent location. My fans did not die on me, thank God. I had one this morning that was getting ready to roll. That's one thing, boy, I have all these fans, and I've got to do a vlog about those too. Batteries cost money. Oh my gosh. Yes, they do. I mean, I could buy a unit, an onboard unit, about $4.99 to power just about everything that I need to power. But I'm trying to hold back from doing anything like that and put money towards getting a place. I'm really afraid to commit to that. Purchasing that item, because I just won't use it that much after I purchase it, you know, if I get a house. Especially if I get a house in a shop. It's a great time to open a retail store, but I just really, the hours are so restricting. I've got one great option. They offered me $600 a month a year ago, which now is probably about $400. The only problem is they close at 7 in the mall, and you got to be out by 7:30, and that's just such a waste. It really needs to be a hair later, especially if we've got like 10,000 tourists in town, and they're looking for something to do and spend money, and you really need to be open a little bit later. I don't know what we've done here, but anyway, maybe his truck died. Boy, there's a bunch of buses over here today. It says Miller and Free Enterprise. Miller. Huh. Must be in a bin. Oh, wow. They're doing some brickwork in front. I guess they're trying to straighten that landscaping out once and for all over there. Sure miss the old Sammy's that used to be right here on the right between Emerald Coast Inn and this surf stop. That was a really great club. So we'll wash away. Raining. There's a walk for you, going up that bridge. It looks little, but when you have to walk it, I've walked it a few times in my life. That's a beautiful view and everything. Little walk. Doesn't look like it, but it is. You notice the people in Fort Walton side don't have all their boats out like they do in Destin. A lot of that's they rent boats, you know. They'll take that money. They don't care about people's safety. Fort Walton, Florida. So I came out of hiding last night. And thank God I didn't see the Lincoln Navigator stalker and the emerald green Lincoln Navigator with the Florida tag LCDU59. I did wake up a few times just to check to see if that sucker had appeared. I didn't notice them around. But that one place that I go to is full of sheriffs and highly secure and has video. I think that's my building they tore down that I wanted. I love that place. I've wanted to buy it for years. I think that's it. They wanted $1 million last year for it. They probably sold it for about $3 million because of the pandemic, because everything tripled out. So rental properties are going to be coming up pretty quick, folks. The evictions start for a week, and don't think they're not going to let it go. Because if you were a landlord, you wouldn't like it if you weren't paid rent for over a year. It has to end for the non-paying renters. I paid rent, and I was put out in 5 days, and I paid rent, and I was a good tenant. Because somebody wanted to sell, and it didn't sell till just a couple weeks ago. It's been a rough ride, I got to tell you. No one should ever have to go that rough in life. It's so close to death. It's a very painful, slow death to boondock in your car. It really is. Hiring up to $14 an hour, Whataburger. Everybody paying in Fort Walton $14.50 an hour, which is normally the pay out in Destin. And so I guess everybody's, and then I saw some with a $1,000 bonus, and I think that's a government thing that they are telling people they'll hire people to give them $1,000 bonus if they'll hire people. But I guess everybody's getting what they wanted. They wanted that $15 wage, and they didn't give it to them, so nobody wanted to work. And so now everybody's offering huge money just to get people to work. The only problem is that a lot of people went to internet sales. And I told you guys in the beginning of the pandemic, if there's anything that you had to sell, that you make or whatever, you need to get it on the internet ASAP, because that's where it's at. And I was right. Now, a lot of people have just decided they just soon rather not work for other people, work for themselves, and, be an entrepreneur on the internet. And so it's going to even be harder, because people have literally went back to work and then quit their jobs. A huge amount of people. So it's going to be harder to even find employees, because so many people have decided to go work on the internet. And there's jobs, I mean, really seriously, I know some showgirls that are doing internet travel, and they book travel accommodations and stuff for people online, and they work on a computer, like 9 to 5 kind of thing, every day, and booking people, and they get paid for that. The temporary service over there in Fort Walton out by Shalimar. Over at Sharonda's place over there. I'm trying to think of the name of it. They're doing a bang-up job because nobody wants to work, so, and then they pay higher than what the places would normally pay. So I've got lots of work there, and if you work for them over there, you get paid every night. After you finish your shift, it's already being sent to your bank to be deposited, and however long it takes your bank to get it, might be 2 hours, might be 6 hours, might be 7 hours. It'll be in your bank that night. So that's also another option. You just call and go, okay, I'd like to work over here. And they tell you what the pay is and what jobs are available, and you pick whatever it is you like. It's over there by the AJ and the Dollar Tree and the Joanne Fabrics. And it's, they have a little storefront there. It's a temporary employment service. Go see Sharonda. Oh, 79 degrees, Fort Walton. Hope to get a lot done today. If it stays, not too hot, it will be great.